Hi betting experts, on Wednesday the 10th of June. First of all, look back at our two bets at Haydock on Tuesday, and we move on to Pontefract on Wednesday, the opening meeting of their season, belatedly so. The ground on the far side of the good at the moment, though there is some weather around in the forecast, so watching brief there. The ground is a huge factor at Pontefract. When it's quick, you want to be drawn low and very close to the far rail on all previous evidence. The only time that isn't the case, obviously if the ground eased, it can get very chewed up on the inside because there's been so much racing there through the season. That's not going to be the case today, I wouldn't have thought. The only time perhaps things don't work out like that is when they go off on a contested pace on that far rail, go too hard, hit the hill and then stop. But generally speaking, I look for low numbers at Pontefract in all races. The bias is so much, it's an extremely difficult place to make ground off the back, particularly if you have to pan out wide. So we've made our selections with that in mind. We start off with our value angle selection in the 250. This is the Stay Smart with tiesplanet.com handicap, over 6 furlongs, 12 runners, a class 4, 3-year-olds only, £4,690 to the winner. They're a modest lot on paper. One or two of them are opening to a bit of improvement. And the one I like is George Scott's Music Therapist. Now, this 3-year-old ran 6 times as a juvenile in total. A quietly progressive profile, shaping quite nicely in 3 novice contests before getting off the mark straight into handicaps at Chepstow over this trip. Quite readily too, only by 3/4 of a length, but landing a lot of money in the process, down to 11-8 favourite. He did go up £6 in one hit, which was plenty, but ran with credit off a mark of 77 to finish second at Kempton in October, and his final run at York was a lot better than the bare result. The ground turned soft, which was probably against him, dropped right out there, but made smooth headway under Harry Bentley, just getting tired in the final furlong there. There's a lot more improvement to come. I think he's better than a 78 rated handicapper. He has been off for 8 months. George Scott yet to strike gold, but a couple of his have run well from a handful of runs. I think they're generally usually forward. Ben Curtis is booked. Good draw in stall 5. Hopefully sit just off the pace and come through late. Overpriced in my opinion at 12-1 this morning. It's an open race bar that. The one who could be the one to beat is Lion Tower of Mark Johnson. Horse is absolutely flying in the first week of the season. He's already had a large number of winners, over 20% strike rate. Johnson, most of his horses are running blinders. The odd one does run a stinker, but that is the stable. They tend to operate like that. They run a lot of horses quickly, generally speaking. Lion Tower is progressive, won 2 from 3 when last seen out 4 months ago, a mark of 80. Well, not sure about that. I think that's plenty on the bare form, but he's got an okay draw in 6, and as I say, all the horses are fit and flying from the stable. For our nap of the day, we go to the 220. This is a Riu Hotels and Resorts Worldwide Maiden Stakes over 6 furlongs, class 5, 3-year-olds and upwards, 12 runners. An interesting race, 1 or 2 horses from the north with a bit of potential, but the one I like is David Barron's Joshua R. Now, this one ran twice as a juvenile, going off hard at Redcar first time out over 6 furlongs when I'm back 16-1 chance, shaping a lot better than the bare result then. He was duly well backed next time at Pontefract in September and shaped really well in a race that's worked out well, won by Genie B. Only finishing 4th that day. If you watch the run back, he was in stall 1 and fell out the stalls, which is the worst thing you can do at Ponty. Soon had no chance, but he did run on quite strongly in the last 100 yards. It was a very eye-catching run. He's a horse to follow this season. Now, he has been off 265 days. David Barron has had a handful of runners, yet to strike goal, but a couple of them have run well. I'm hoping he'll be fit. He's got a good draw again in stall 4. He sets a clear standard on form, and unless one of the newcomers is fancied first time out, Betfair will tell you that late on, I think Joshua R will take an awful lot of beating. Best of luck on Wednesday, betting experts.